Hello everybody, I'm Guard Hull, this is 100 Ways to Die, and today we're playing Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr, and we're going to be making a new Necromancer character. I already bought a character slot, although one comes with the game, so don't make the mistake I did when you first start up the client. If your character slots are all full, you won't see the new character slot until you log in once and then log out and then log back in again. I logged in once, saw that I didn't have any new character slot, and then I went and bought one in the Crown store. You don't need to do that. So now I have an extra character slot, which I'm sure I'll use anyway, so I'm not too broken up about it. So let's start off by watching the cinematic, which is epic. So here we go.
Elsweyr, land of the Khajiit. Here, life should be good, but we suffer 1,000 perils. Beneath the tyrannical rule of the usurper queen, our farms and villages overrun by hordes of undead. And the very land itself set afire by a rage of dragons. Heroes emerge, ready to defend Elsweyr, wielding weapons, spells, and even necromancy, to claim victory at all costs. But through the smoke and flames, hope stirs.
That was pretty awesome, I gotta say. So, gonna make a new character. All my characters that I have already are they're max level. So we're gonna create a new character and we're gonna play through as we level. I think maybe once I get through the main story of Elsweyr, I'll probably just go level him up, doing like grind him up, because I'm anxious to get my skills. He's gonna be. We're gonna make a stamina DPS. So let's just go ahead and start into the character creation. So you can customize your character quite a bit. So first of all, let's pick class. We don't want a warden, we want a necromancer. Race, I think we'll be a male, and I think we're gonna pick orc. Because this is gonna be a stamina character, and orcs are pretty good at that. I think my other choice might be Red Guard. So the orc gives you weapon damage and stamina. I think my second choice would probably be Red Guard. if you look on the right down here, we're not going to be Ebonheart Pact though. We're going to be Daggerfall Covenant because that's just our realm. Anyway, so Red Guards get stamina and stamina recovery. I just like playing orcs. I tend to make my orcs about as ugly,
Myra.
ugly as I can. But we don't want to be Ebonheart Pact though. We want Daggerfall Covenant. Orc. Let's see. We need to come up with a name. So, I don't know. I have Pyroganks and I have Farm and Electra. Man, it's hard to top that. This guy doesn't look too bad as is, actually. So we're gonna just go. You can customize everything. We'll make them huge. No body markings. Posterior dimension. So by default he's got a big booty. Awesome. Okay. That works, I guess. You can customize this stuff just...
Yeah!
Yeah, I don't like that, I don't think. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Maybe. Let's see what C is.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. We'll go with it. There's pretty much a slider for everything. But I'm kind of digging this this right here, so I mean, let's see, we got Necromancer. Now, to come up with a name. This is like the worst part of creating a character. I don't know. I may have to name change him later. What to do? Good name for an orc. I wish I could customize him to only have one tooth. That would be awesome. Let's see here. How about we'll go to Tusk. I guess that's better than middle tusk, right? Ah. Anyway, if I think of something good, let's see, a Necromancer. What could I tie into Necromancer? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I have a name change token available to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and just run with this, and then as I'm adventuring along, I'm sure I'll think of something humorous. I kind of like to name my tunes with funny names. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, come on. How about a long tooth?
Sorry.
Big tooth. Big tusk. See, this is how screwed up player names or character names are born. One time, I forget what game it was in, but I ended up using this name quite a lot because it's never taken. Weasel Teats. Out of frustration one time, I just named one of my characters Weasel Teats. Because every name I picked was taken already.
So, how far behind?
So anyway, we are going to create this, he's going to be a stamina PvE DPSer.
No, I don't know.
I may go ahead and make him a werewolf too, I don't know. A werewolf necromancer. How awesome would that be? Oh, let me get my stream chat. Here we have an error from an add-on. Alright, let's see here. I don't know. Let's see, we'll get rid of Master Merchant maybe. Because it's kind of spammy. Yeah, we'll get rid of Master Merchant. We're not going to be vendoring a whole bunch on this guy anyway. What is this? Huh, I don't know. Anyway, got to reload our UI. Oh, and I meant to disable that other one. So every time there's an update, your add-ons have to be updated. Some of the add-on authors are pretty quick about it. Others, not so much. Alright, so let's enable the media add-on. Gotta do that one. We got the furniture catalog already done here. I think we can enable this one actually.
Yeah, just how much they go up.
Want that one turned on. Here's my add-on. Why is it out of date?
Not a question.
I went to the ESO UI, and as far as I can tell, my add-on version matches the game, so I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, okay, reload UI again. Hopefully this time we have no errors. And while that's happening, I'm gonna bring up my restream chat. Hopefully it's gonna log me right in. There we go. Welcome to ESO. ELS.
I mean, call me.
So we'll just put a little something in chat there just so make sure it's working. Alright, now let's see, this little toolbar goes up here. I got my alpha gear, which lets me save different equipment sets. I got craft store, which is a crafting mod. This little thing here basically is a amped up chat client. Alright, so let's go into our character screen. We skipped the introduction, so we get an attribute point and a skill point right off the bat. The reason we skipped it is because I've done it. I've played through it 100 times already. We're gonna put our attribute points into stamina because we're a stamina DPS.
Hey. Fuck, I didn't realize you came back.
Yes!
You there?
Yeah.
You there? I can't hear you, man. Guard? Hello? Hello? I can't hear you, guard. Hello? Hello? Guard? Oh, now I can hear you, dumbass. I'm sitting here chasing dragons and trying to get some recipes. Have you gotten any furnishing recipes? Oh, so you're leveling that gay necromancer. Okay, I made my necromancer, but I'm not leveling it because I don't give a shit. But she sure is cute. She sure is cute. Yeah, somebody's trying to give me a short sale, and I try to put them off, you know. And, you know, usually if I tell them I'm going to take 1%, sometimes they find that off-putting. But they're too awful to do anymore, and I ain't going to do it for cheap. No fucking way. There's just too much to do.
That's awesome. So all of our
Yeah, the last one
skills.
I did, and I earned my 1%. OMG. I mean, that's the one where I literally had to call the bankruptcy judge after to, you know, beg somebody to sign the papers, all that crap. I mean, title company blew it.
All of the skills are
They blew
magica
it so
based.
hard. I mean, if I had fucked up
To
that bad,
start.
I would have lost my job back in the day. Okay, I'm tired of this. Chasing dragons is gay.
Death Scythe.
Gay. Gay.
Render flesh. Sacrifice your own power to repair damaged flesh, healing you an ally in front of you for 49k or 4.9k health. Apply major defile to yourself for 4 seconds.
Boy, what?
Okay, so let's see.
You can look at me all you want. You're not getting your way, because I'm the mommy, and you're the baby.
I think
You
we'll
know how
go.
monster, speaking
We'll
of
go
babies.
into. We'll go into.
How's your offspring is...
This one here looks more like a spammable damage, so that's what we're gonna pick.
I mean, he's a smart kid. Is he not going to further his education? Yeah.
Alright, so we have our first ability, Flame Skull. And, let's see where we are. We're in Elsweyr. So this is the new place. There's a dragon flying around. Looks like there's a new trial. A new house. Ooh, a new house. There's another dragon. There's dragons all over the dang place. Here's a public dungeon, which we will do as soon as we start getting some skills here. Alright, well let's go see if we can find some mischief to get into. We'll go discover this way shrine here. And we got experience points for that. And we gained a level, so we can apply, I think. Oh, we didn't get any points. We got a skill point though. Slice into the Death Force. Yeah. not even really interested in though. So, but the thing of it is though, that to level these class skill lines, you need a skill on your bar. So let's actually, we'll put Death Scythe on. We're going to unlock these. They automatically equip. I'm probably only going to use these first two. Let me just put this one over here. So in order to level the skill lines, I need to have a skill equipped. Let's see. See, I want to enable my destinations add-on. Custom compass pins. Alright, let me go grab that.
Hi, Diesel.
Alright, let's see. Let me just loaded a new
So
add-on.
do you watch Titties and Dragons? You watch Titties and Dragons, right? Oh. No, George Fat Fuck R.R. Martin never had the decency to finish his book, so I think the show's writers did the hurried ending because I think they're gonna be doing the next Star Wars or something like that.
Alright, here we go. Hello, viewer. Whoever you may be. We're just starting with a new character in Elsweyr. We're making a stamina Necromancer. DPS character, I believe. Mainly for PvE, but I think
Got pudding in.
we can probably actually use the same tune in PvP. Let's see, just getting some add-ons squared away here. Looking for... Alright, so we have destinations loaded, that's good. When you have the destinations loaded, you have some POIs that you can enable pins for. Which they may not have any for this zone since it's new. When we first loaded in, we were here. So let's go back there and see if there's any quest givers. We've assigned our first skill points. into stamina, which stinks because all of our abilities so far are magicka. And there ain't squat to do here. This door is sealed from the other side. Alrighty. Just looking around for... Visuals are pretty good, I have to say. Well, let's see, let's bind ourselves a horse here. We'll use the new horse. Why not, right? Ooh, what's that? Blood Shadow Wraith Steed. Ho ho, that's cool. It's not the one I want to use though. This is the one that came with the bundle that I bought. Ooh, cool. So my riding speed is low. I haven't trained my riding yet. Ah, the joys of having a new character. Let's see here. I want to go to my collections and stories. And we'll start the quest. Oh. That should put some stuff on our map. We open our quest journal. So we need to talk to Abner Farn. I should head to Rivenhold in northern Elsweyr to see what Abner Tharn has to say. Okie dokie. So Riverhold. Rimmon. That'll be up here. So let's we'll go visit. Go visit the Way Shrine first.
No good can come of that place.
So we just passed by a quest giver. I want to try to focus on doing the main quest first. Oh, here. Let's see, there's some other options I need to set here too. Interface, shadow quality. I probably don't need to do that, but when you reset the shadow quality, the game has to rebuild some things, I think. Probably should have left that alone. Well, it's getting windy outside here. Alright, settings. Gameplay. Combat cues, custom colors. don't like that actually. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Just for seeing AoE on the ground. Let's see, double tap to dodge. Don't want that. Range lock. Solidite area, auto loot, yes. Loot history. On.
Okay.
Interface. Quest tracker. Weapon indicator, armor indicator. Frame rate. Nameplates. Why is this all reset, man?
You think I never feed these motherfuckers?
Social. Combat. I always want to see my ability bar. I always want to see my attribute bars. I want to see that. Combat text. Off. I have add-ons that do some of this stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how that does. So I have no potions or anything. Mainly I wanted to turn on auto loot. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. It's because I haven't, it's a level 1 character or 2, so I haven't trained my mount. Stay on the road because that's the fastest. Run up here and discover this way shrine, which is probably gonna give us a level. Maybe not. Let's go check out this house. I want to check out this house. We'll see if it's any good. Ooh, fancy, but you'd think they would keep the weeds out of the... Let's see how much it is before I even look. Ah! So this is, Okay, let's see. Can we see how much it is in the Crown Store? Houses. Jode's something or other. Is it a staple home? No. Notable home. Classic home. That looks pretty cool there. Jode's Embrace. Whale. Looks pretty neat. It looks... This has got to be, can't even go inside. Way to go, Zoss. Okay, so much for that. We'll come back and look at it once they decide to put it in the game. And I can't get out either. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Well, we'll go to... Thank goodness for our friends list. Travel back up to this way shrine here. So one of the first things we want to do is equip a bow and some daggers because well, we need a bow and daggers to do our stuff. Bow is going to be a big part of our build, and so is daggers. We're going to be a dual wield and bow build. So I guess we got to go in this house over here, man. Knock, knock.
Estation, Chimera. Ever the voice of reason, speaker. Ah, here comes someone who can help us now.
Alright, we're supposed to talk to Abner Tharn. That's, this guy here.
You must be here about my summons. Good, good. I was just telling Lord Gareshri and Chimera that someone would answer my call. Since you're here, I presume you will wholeheartedly agree to help us save Elsweyr from a rage of dragons?
A rage of dragons?
So much better than Flock, or heard, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmon?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
All right. Tell me more about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
You mentioned Lord Garish Rai and Chimera. Tell me about them.
Lord Garish Ree is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them.
You mentioned the Khajiit were trying to liberate Rimmon.
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago. The Khajiit Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse.
What's the Khajiit Defense Force?
A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Garish Ree, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons.
Who's Sir Cadwell?
Never heard of Cadwell? Don't tell him that. Cadwell may be the oldest soul-shriven in Cold Harbor. For all his eccentricities, he's certainly the most sane. Fancies himself a knight of old. If you find him, secure his help against the dragons.
Who are you?
Lord Garish Ree is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them. My half's a militia drawn from the prides. What do they teach young people these days?
Clicked the wrong thing.
You've never
there.
heard of the great Abner Tharn, advisor to emperors and battle mage supreme? No? Well, take my word for it. I'm a very important personage. You should feel honored to meet me.
Whatever, dude.
Diesel! Diesel!
I am Chimera. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging northern Elsweyr, there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere.
Tell me more about the dragons.
What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsweyr?
Diesel!
That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abner Tharn's fault. Dark Moons, take him!
What do you mean this is all Abner Tharn's fault?
That arrogant Imperial! For an advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abner Tharn who
babies.
entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but...
You don't believe him?
What do my beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsweyr, destroying everything I hold dear. As the Moon Singers say,
There's some lady, there's a... Never mind. Alright, here we go. Let's talk to this guy, Lord Garesh Rai.
You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter, one of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of northern Elsweyr, also known as Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main.
Just rearranging these icons a little bit. Speaker of the Main.
A position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately. You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter, one of the... A position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately.
More than dragons?
A few years ago, Abnur Tharn's half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimen and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimen when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Do what Abnur Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
All right. And the interiors of these places is just... So this is a letter calling for people to come to the aid of Elsweyr, I suppose. So it's basically stuff that if it's lootable, it'll be white. The little search thing. If it's not lootable, it will be red, which means you would have to steal it. Here's a book talking about Necromancers. I'm not reading all that stuff. I just, you get an achievement if you read them in game. You don't actually have to read them. Bookshelf. So the lore books add-on's giving me a little error there. It's just an add-on that keeps track of what books I have. It's good to read all the books because oh, actually, that reminds me. So when you first start a character in Elder Scrolls, that is one big cat. Why's my tune so short? I picked his height to be like super tall. Anyway, when you first start a character in Elder Scrolls, you want to pick up the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, skill lines, and probably the we'll see. Mages Guild and Fighters Guild, though, for sure. And maybe Undaunted. So you advance the Mages Guilds by reading books. Among other things. Reading books is a big part of it. So we're going to go pick those up now.
You are the one I see.
So the hooded figure.
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world.
What does your benefactor want?
If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only.
Where can I
My
find them?
benefactor awaits you in the Patheri house, near Tradesman Square. Do not tarry.
I'll seek them out. I'm relatively certain that is the start of maybe the Dark Brotherhood quests.
Hey, are you buying?
What do you want, ugly?
Call me ugly again and you'll have a fight on your hands.
Ha! Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
Undaunted? What's that?
A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So, what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted?
Yes, I want to be one of the Undaunted.
Are you sure? You'll have to fight the largest, meanest monsters in Tamriel. It's not for the weak of heart.
I am not afraid.
Then welcome. I think you'll fit right in. Once you prove yourself, of course. All you have to do is find a cave named Spindleclutch. The one full of bloodthirsty spiders. If you can handle that, return to me here, and we'll make it official.
Without the danger of losing one's life, how can one know life's true value? A man must ask himself such things. Contemplation hones the mind as a whetstone hones the blade.
Why did you join the Undaunted?
When I first set out, I found the world full of terrors, of horrible, violent creatures lurking in the depths. I faced them just the same. And while I met many other Redguards in my travels, only in the Undaunted have I met kindred spirits.
I know what you're thinking. Why would a dignified woman like me keep company with lowlives such as these? Buy me a drink and maybe I'll tell you.
Women. What kind of drink would you like?
Never you mind, sweetheart. Just give me your gold and I'll get it myself.
Ooh, I don't have 15 gold. I guess we'll have to come back for that.
Let me know when you kill a real monster, or if you'd like to try this monster on for size.
Tell me about a real monster.
The Dread King. He lives in a great cavern beneath the mountains of Stonefalls, fighting a war against the mighty Azozai, chief of the Murkwater Goblin clan. To defeat such ferocious warriors would make you the envy of all Undaunted.
How else can I prove that I am undaunted?
I've heard rumors that an undead elf king is imprisoned somewhere beneath the Isle of Auradon, and that he causes no end of trouble for those who watch over him. Find him, look him in the eye, and you may discover the meaning of Undaunted.
Goodbye. Alright, so we got a couple of quests. That'll give us some XP for when we do those dungeons, which probably not going to be till we're around level 15, I would guess. That's some kind of side quest I'm not going to go on at the moment. So let's run over to the Mages Guild. Going the wrong direction.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
See, here's the Fighters Guild. We're gonna pick up the Fighters Guild quest line.
It's been so long since Welcome to the Fighters Guild. You look like the capable sort. Have you come to answer the Guildmaster's challenge? The Worthy Crusade of the Fighters Guild. Surely you've heard of it. We have a new Guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment?
Sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild.
Ha! I can tell we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
What's this crusade you mentioned?
Our new Guildmaster is an Argonian named Sees All Colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them already. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside.
What do I get in return?
Excellent question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the council will come looking for more hands.
I'm ready to join the Fighters Guild.
Then let me welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, too. Sees All Colors herself is here, upstairs. She often has tasks for new recruits. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so, I don't think I'm gonna do the Fighters Guild quest just at the moment. I just want to pick up these skill lines. Gonna get the Mage's skill next.
But
Over
if
here.
I turn the lattice
We have much to
clockwise...
discuss, you and I.
Oh, no, that would cause an enormous explosion. Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with?
I'd like to know more about the Mages Guild.
Ah, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join.
Let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
I gotta get my chat back up to the top here, sorry.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker.
Rush through
Guildmaster
this. We've
Vanus will
heard
be
it already.
pleased. We're book hunters.
What do I get in return?
We seek out new. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
I'm ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent! Allow me to welcome you as a student of the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velost, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back of the hall and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Okay. As long as we're here, there should be a sky shard right here. Why is it showing up twice? I have no idea. Destinations doesn't have anything checked. Don't believe. Lore books. Something buggy going on there. I don't know where that's coming from. But we'll run over there. Actually, while we're here, we should be able to
over here. We have much to discuss, you and I.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you. You must be here to learn craft. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. Good. We should begin. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you... A provisioner. Provisioning is a rewarding, yet grueling... Yes, I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have done so. Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair.
So we gained a level just by starting the provisioner certification. We're gonna go do the same for smithing. Smithing's provisions certifier should be over here.
I can train and certify you as a blacksmith, a clothier, or a woodworker.
Oh, I guess I can
train
only...
and certify you as a blacksmith, a
Alright, let's see. Put a couple more points into our stamina. And go into our skills.
Hear ye, hear ye! Messengers from the Lion Guard have brought word that they have begun a quarantine of the city of Camlorn. They assure the
Can't
king
get any
that the plague
passives
there shall
yet.
not spread.
So now we have these skill lines. The Fighter's Guild one, we're going to want to... There's a few of these we're going to want to get. Banish the Wicked is a good one for any class, doesn't matter. This one, we level up by doing dungeons. This one, we level up by finding books. So, let's go get this Sky Shard. For every 3 of these, we get a skill point. Alright, let's go. Let's see. We're just gonna teleport to a friend real quick to get to a shrine. Then from the shrine, we're gonna go back to Elsweyr. Let's see, how long have we been broadcasting? Streaming, rather. It's weird that it doesn't tell me. It used to tell me. Oh, here we go. An hour and 13 minutes. I want to try to keep these short, under 2 hours, so that I can go back and edit them later. If you get, if you upload something that's too long, you can't edit it on YouTube after that. It's like, I forget what the cutoff is, 6 hours maybe? But I want to try to keep these kind of into 2-hour chunks. It'd be interesting to see how I turned down the shadow quality on my video card. And I want to see how does it affect my frame rate. Not very much. Might as well put it back. Had it set to ultra before. I have a NVIDIA GTX 1070. Which at the time, about a $400 card, I want to say. Best card for the money, as far as I could tell. Sugar Bowl Suite. It's another house, and the Hall of the Lunar Champion. This one here is probably free.
So, I recently traveled past Two Moons Temple.
Want such a
I hate to
cozy
say
little
it,
home?
but I think the monks there
You
have
have a
been
look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong.
A room at the local inn?
Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that.
What sort of arrangement?
I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here.
I'm interested. What are the details?
Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings.
There has to be a catch. What is it?
No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours.
So, within legal reason, I can do whatever I want with the place.
Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good.
All right, I accept your offer.
Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out.
Anything else I should keep in mind?
Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number.
Of course. I don't even worship Daedra.
Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room.
Do you own the place?
I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
So we got us a new inn room. We can furnish and do all sorts of stuff now. At least see what it looks like, right? Oh, let's see. We're gonna give it the same permissions as this one here. I can enter the housing editor, so I can place stuff in here. So like I could put down a storage box. Shrine. Oh, let's hang a painting. Why not? Where shall we put it? How about right there? There we go. What else can we do? Let's see, you got trophies, displays. I need to make some furniture, so I need to make like a bed. Different stuff. Oh, we can mess with that later. So basically now I have a free teleport point to this town, which is kind of nice. I can teleport for free to any of my houses. Which is handy, like if I'm trying to go to a specific spot and none of my friends happen to be there. The house is the quickest way to get there. Most direct. Alright, let's see.
So, I recently traveled past Two Moons Temple. I hate to say it, but I think the monks there have gone mad.
What makes you say that?
They said they were chasing butterflies, but I couldn't see any. They were chasing nothing. It was bizarre and, well, unsettling to see them behave so.
You saw nothing? Odd. You mentioned butterflies. This one...
So I don't have any weapons. Let's see, what level am I? 4. Let's see.
Dagi made fun of Tsazara once. Joked about this one's lack of opposable thumbs. So Tsazara bit his hands off. What's funnier than a Sench rat with no thumbs? A doggy with no hands, right?
She's adorable. One of these guys should be a...
There must be a bond between the Sench Mount and those who wish to ride them. Otherwise, you will find them most unwilling steeds.
So I don't have 141 gold yet, but I could train up my speed, carry capacity, and so forth. And there's horses for sale. But... let's see. So, let's head right there. And that's over there by the place Northern Elsweyr. Most likely this person that I'm teleporting to is going to be right next to where I need to go. That's what I'm hoping, so I don't have to run all that way. So what I'm going to do is get this guy up to level 5. Then I'm going to get my crafter on. And I'm going to craft myself a set of training gear. If you don't happen to have your own crafter, you can probably find someone that will do this for you. Oh, we found a new way shrine. This is where we're trying to go. See, we're leveling up our skills already. Good thing. Let's see, up at the top it says I'm level 4 and I'm 84%, 16% through level 4. 84% needed, it says. Basically, I just, I don't... Oh, I have a longsword. Let's see, what else do I have? Weapons? Why would they give me a longsword? Let's see, I can use this here. I can wear these. Both my crafters know this blueprint already, so learn it. Lockpit, a bow. Why? So we can start leveling up bow already. Now this is heavy armor. We're going to be mainly medium armor, although we will level up to heavy armor too. But we're, yeah. Oh wait. Got this though. There's some light. We'll equip it too. So now just by wearing this, so we'll start gaining medium armor and light armor points. As we level up. Oh, you have to equip 3 pieces. Oh, there's some ore. Now let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do my skill points. And let's see. I can redo these later. Let's see, Mooncalf, stamina recovery. Get 35 in that. I would like to get 75 points in here. So we can have... Actually, this would be good too. That gets us up to 110. If I put 10 more points in here. We'll do it. There. Okay, so now... Shadow Ward is block. I think we might be tumbling, so... Reduce the cost of block. Sneak. Increases the effectiveness. Now that actually might be good. We're going to be breaking free. Alright, we've got 120 there. 37. Treasure chests and so we'll go 35 and 33. Seven more points. These are not going to be Musical weapon expert. Probably want master at arms. We're gonna want mighty. Good to have the perfect strike. So let's do so I'm not even sure. $75, so I need 25 more points here. I got 30 points left. This is just a quick and dirty. Like, I have not looked closely at this class and all the abilities available, but this will get me started. Alright, so let's get up to level 5 here real quick.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster. Especially a dead.
Don't be such a nervous Nate. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Investigate the power surge location. Alright, oh, I guess we gotta talk to this person.
Don't touch the dead thing. They do not help me.
Pardon me?
Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Maybe so. Alright, let's go find the next one. ESO is kind enough to put the quest markers on for me. Dog's over here, getting all up in my cords. Sweet puppies. She likes to lay by my chair. She just woke up and now she's ready for a scratch. She's ready for petting. She gives me that sweet puppy face look. My dogs are all both rescues. They're like my kids. And one more up here. Oh, we could pick up a mountain flower. Or was it? There it is. Oh, there's a sky shard over here, looks like. It's not marked on our map. It's okay though. Oh no! One more of those and we get another skill point. Yippee for skill points. Ooh, there's a wolf or something. Oh, I got a two-handed skill line, which I don't think I'm too interested in. Both Majesty Queen Euraxia and her court Necromancer Zumog Foom detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy uncomfortably close to Rimmond's western borders. You are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated on the accompanying map. Your orders are to investigate each area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Lieutenant Lepida, 1st Euraxia Legion. Okie dokie, let's see.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
You're suspicious.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
So the man with the pot on his head, that's going to be Cadwell. But we don't know that yet. What man with the pot on his head?
Oh, do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Right. I'll just go and find the man with the pot on his head. So, gotta go find, surprisingly enough, the man with the pot on his head. So we're around hills and big mountainous areas like this, around the bases of them. A lot of times there are harvest nodes, like jewelry or mineral harvest nodes. So just keeping my eye out, try to so it's telling me all about health bars and what designates kind of a boss, more boss level monster. Oh hey, look, there's a crate. See, now if I stole from that and somebody saw me, I'd get a bounty and then the guards would start attacking me and all sorts of unpleasant things. Which wouldn't be so bad, but you cannot kill the guards. Like, after a certain period of time, they just wind up with a huge hit and they one-shot you and you basically... So might as well loot the butterfly too, huh? So there's a boss over here.
Uncanny. It looks just like that lovely place I dreamed of.
Cadwell!
Why my portals led me here. Eventually.
Cadwell is one of my favorite characters in the game. He's voiced by the guy that did Monty Python.
Pay your respects to this poor fellow too. It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone in a dream. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam gras, and here I am.
Abner Tharn sent me to check on surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it?
What happened at the other sites you visited before you found this gravestone?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that Bandam Gar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Gua you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you also dispatch the Ogrim I found at one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Grook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Alright, so we gotta look at this gravestone. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden till Joan and Jode fall from the sky. And Cadwell once again.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about the gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Abner Tharn said that if I found you, I should ask if you'll help us with the Elsweyr's dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Then we'll see you soon.
Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
Must be a player. Oh, goody.
Get down.
Old Abner gets through a fireball to his snoot.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon.
I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
You were right. It was Cadwell. He was drawn to an old grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Cadwell agreed to help. You should know he's been having some strange dreams.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
You mentioned the legend of Kazan-Ri.
Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiit moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
Okay, we already told him about Cadwell. I'm not going through that again. Talk to Chimera.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Vokar, it truly does.
What can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why can't you order the retreat?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
Are these documents really that important?
They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
I'll find the documents, deliver them to Nalado, and meet you south of the camp. Alright, so one of them is this direction, it looks like. Just go down to the bottom here. Oh! Ah. Come on, level. Oh, there's some jute. Come on, level 5. I really want to start using my daggers. Let's see. There's a backpack. Really didn't want a two-hander, but what you gonna do? We have to go up here. Whoa. And then down, I guess. Trunk. Urns are good to loot. Usually you can get recipes and look at that. Jewelry box with no jewelry in it. The game is messing with me. Alright, we'll go below. So if you watch where your feet are in this game, you can avoid quite a lot of damage. Or how far? Guess that must be. Ooh, a bone colossus. We are out of resources. Sweet. Well, we got Fighters Guild XP for that. That's good. I think you get Fighters Guild XP for killing undead stuff. Somebody leveled, but it wasn't me. Heh. So if you're below level 5, you can res yourself for free. So we need to get below. Once we can convert our abilities to stamina, we'll be much better off, I believe. Hey, an iron dagger. We just need one more. So we can't, we'll end up starting to level the one-handed skill line. I'm pretty sure. It's not really what we
If
want.
you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Ooh. Alright then.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
I'm Big Tusk. Chimera asked me to cover these documents and give them to you.
Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did you just kill?
That was one of your Roxia. the Usurper Queen's pet Necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euraxia been employing necromancers?
Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
I'll find Abnortharn and pass along the message. Nice if I could find another sword. Let's see. I'm still halfway to go. But let's see. We'll see if we can finish this quest. Search these crates real quick, just because I have to. So each time you dodge roll, it takes more stamina. So you gotta kind of save those for when you really, really need them. Like maybe an attack is incoming that you can't block, that you just want to get out of the way of.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
I found the documents and gave them to Nalado. She went to Riverhold to confer with Garashri.
I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garashri prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me.
Nalado said Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, recently brought his followers to Elsweyr.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Fum and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
I can track down the source of the necromantic power.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon has aided Euraxia's forces?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead in the western mountains and keep an eye out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead. And if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Garashri would be lost without me.
Chimera didn't say where she was going.
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
So, I'm going to sort of keep the fact that I'm a necromancer secret. Because apparently it's that one's needed by my crafter. This one's known by somebody. Can learn this one. These I can equip. Two-hander, jeez. So I'm not seeing damage numbers. We extended. Let's see, settings, add-ons. We extended combat info. Display global cooldown. No. Ultimate. Okay, that's good. Bar ability highlights. Settings, add-ons. Okay. Mitigation alerts. Block, dodge, avoid, interrupt. Sound. Buffs and debuffs. So I just want to see my damage numbers. Maybe I have to enable those. I knew there was one. Let's see, so where do I gotta go here? I gotta go way down here. Alright, so let's go back east. West. if my tune could run faster. Where's the road? Down here, I guess.
Oi, Wanderer, you have some time?
Hey, there's a dragon flying around. Somebody just shot us with a poison arrow. It would help if we had some food. We could get food that would boost up our magicka and our odd that we don't get any experience for. Needed. I guess. Let's see here. I'm not gonna kill that, but. Not quite sure how the combat alerts are working here. That's gonna be boss probably. Not in a big hurry to fight him. World bosses, some of them are relatively. Let's see. I need to go this way. What's this here? What's that? Oh, he's big. think you're going? That was worth, I guess, a chunk of XP. Need to start leveling up my my dual wield skills here. Look, they're fighting. This may not be good. Line of sight, line of sight, line of sight. Now run away, run away, run away. He's not gonna let me though. Let's see if he can he still shoot me? Oh, his health bar reset. He's got quite a bit of health. Let's see. Let's go over here and finish this quest. That might just take us. A great sword. Why can't it be a dagger? Or just even a one-handed sword. I'll be happy with the one-handed sword. Let's talk to Chimera.
I did not expect to see you in this desolate place, Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors?
Neither. Abner Tharn sent me to find the source of the undead that attacked the outpost.
Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri.
Abner Tharn said you should return to Riverhold.
I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides,
greetings,
the blood of
viewer.
Warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No, I must do this. I must strike back and show my people that hope survives.
Powerful words, but it sounds risky.
The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection.
You have a pendant that's connected to Jode?
To Jode, yes, but also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the Necromancer and the dragon.
So I'm just trying to get, I started a new tune. A stamina Necromancer. And I'm trying to get him up to level 5 so that I can craft him some training gear, and start gaining him some more XP. I think I'm gonna maybe power level him and then come back and do the quest. See what skills we have unlocked here though. Lone Tyrant. Oh, that's a heal too. I need to. The Bone Armor. I have a skill point. I'm just trying to decide where I want to put them. What's funny is that I don't have any racial skill line yet. Maybe those come. Maybe that comes later. Interesting. Alright, so let's go in here. Bye, viewer.
With me! Stay close. We will hunt these necromancers down and end this dragon.
Finding lots of plants, which is cool. I like that. Alright, so that's a one-way. Or a dead end. Here, found a recipe already. I'm gonna keep an eye out for there's our level that we've been looking for. Let's see, what do we got here on this? Shovels and picks. I was hoping for a sword or a dagger. Well, I have a ton of experience scrolls too. Should be using those experience scrolls that I have. Flame Skull can be morphed, hopefully into a stamina ability. Let's see. Venom Skull converts to a stamina ability. That's what we want. Let's see. Death Scythe. Living Death. Still can't get any passives. let's see. What do we have here? Let's see. Equip. Equip those. So now we have medium armor skill. That's good. Let's see the jewelry. Reduced feet cost. That's just nothing. Light. Rawhide belt. I guess you have to equip 3 of an armor deal to Alright, I'm gonna let that sit a while. Go so much faster if I didn't stop to loot everything. Death size. Let's see, so that's this one. That's the one I've been using actually. Saving that last skill point for let's see, this one. It's only a magicka. Sure, I don't even think I want that. But let's continue on. Let's see what's
Foul creatures, cut them down.
Hey, look, there's a chest. Oh, it's a fake chest. That sucks. 13k DPS, that's pretty awesome. Alchemy bottle, huh? poison just cuts through those guys, doesn't it? Let's go over here and kill this dude. Hi, this is Charles.
Hi, this is Tim calling from the Data Processing Department.
Oh, sorry about that. I should have muted. Somebody called me. But I could tell it was recording. So if somebody wants to talk to me, they better have something to say in person. I think we've been there already. Okay. So, can't pass up an urn. Barrels.
For the main!
Definitely not a backpack. And I got turned around. Pork. Nothing creepy about picking up raw meat from dungeons at all. It all goes into the craft bag. Alright, let's see. And our medium armor skills bumping up, that's good. Let's see here. Oh, we got food. Got some health. So I've got a no shit button now.
awaits, Five Claw! Destroy the Necromancer!
No more excuses. No more delays. Double down. Your reanimated body will march at the head of your ashes force.
Warm bones to encase you!
Little insects. You dare challenge Mulamnir?
Dragonfire, move!
Sorry, I'm over here looting. I'm supposed to follow the dragon. Oh no. Which way did he go? That way, I guess. But there's crates. Sorry. We have to loot the crates. We'll follow the dragon in a second. I'm just gonna check my messages to make sure that wasn't really a
little morsel. Mulamnir would talk to you.
Ooh. Okay.
Look upon Mulamnir in despair, morsel. You have no chance against me, no chance at all. But Mulamnir can be merciful. Come, let us talk.
You decimated the the Khajiit Defense Force. And now you expect me to talk to you?
Mulamnir wants you to understand the challenge before you. Our puppet, Eurexia, commands a legion of soldiers, an army of necromancers, and a horde of undead. Add my dragon brothers, and the hopelessness of your cause becomes obvious.
So you expect us to surrender?
You and Abnathon are insignificant, but even an infinitesimal flea can irritate after it crawls beneath the scales. I offer you one last chance to survive. If you and the battle mage leave Elsweyr, my brothers and I will not hunt you down.
And if we refuse to leave?
Then you will die. But not before we slaughter your friends and set fire to Elsweyr. Once we reduce this land to so much ash, only then will I tear you apart. So promises Mulamnir, whose claws have dealt 1,000 deaths.
The next death ideal is gonna be yours.
Leave Elsweyr, little morsel. Tell the battle mage, if I see you again, you will die.
Fiveclaw, are you all right? I heard what the dragon said. Perhaps my confidence was a bit misplaced. That creature was much bigger than it appeared when it flew over the camp.
Chimera, what happened after you leapt off the cliff?
I never jump without first knowing where my feet will land. Also, I have very sharp claws. We lost so many today. The dragon, that Mulamnir, it has much to answer for.
It wants Abner Tharn and me to leave Elsweyr.
We defeated the Necromancer and shut down one of their undead foundries. We need you and Tarn, despite my dislike of the man. But what the dragon intimated about Euraxia, it called her its puppet. I fear the dragons control the Rimmen throne now.
I need to get to Riverhold and inform Garish Ree and Abner Tharn.
Yes, you must do that. I will join you after I take care of the remains of my soldiers. They died bravely and deserve to receive the proper sacraments. Go to Riverhold. I will see you there.
Okay, so I am going to log on to my other character. Now that I'm level 5, I'm going to craft myself some armor and weapons that I need with training trait on them so that I can level up quicker. And then I will be back. But for now, I'm going to end the stream. You probably don't want to watch me crafting gear. Although I might start up another. Actually, I will, because crafting training gear is good to know. So I'm going to end this one, though, because I want to keep it to short enough to where I can edit it, download and edit it. I'm doing this live. I want to actually save it and make it part of my videos on YouTube. And if it gets too big, I can't do that. So I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to start another one with my other tune. We'll do some crafting. And then we'll come back once I have the gear I need. And we'll continue on with the quest in Elsweyr. Like I said, I will return. So as promised, we're going back online. Gonna get the crafter on, gonna make some leveling gear for my new stamina Necromancer. If the game will actually log me out as it promises to do. Here we go. It's a funny thing, I had turned my shadows down to low. I had been running around with them set to ultra. And I found it didn't really make any difference to my frame rate. So I set them back. Alright, so my crafter is this guy here. Gonna get him on. And this is gonna be a stamina character, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to craft thinking maybe Night Mother's Gaze and Hundings. Or maybe Shacklebreaker. We'll see. So I've been playing this new tune. Just with 2 skills, I think I was able to get to 15k DPS. Which is both encouraging and disappointing. Or humbling, I would say. Because let's see. Remove duplicate add-on plugin. Huh. I don't know what that's all about. Let's check our add-ons here. Harvest map. Oh, okay. Got some new libraries we need to get loaded up. Custom compass pins. I already have that one. Turn that one on. That one on. That one on. And I'm going to visit my custom compass pins. Is already installed. Huh. Not shown as a library. There we go. It's always challenging when a new game comes out, getting the oh, there's my wife. I shall return. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to our guild hall. Because the guild hall has all of the crafting stations at it. What?
Why is the fireplace on?
I don't know. Turn it off. It turned on when, I guess, I didn't notice it. Sometimes it does it with the. Sometimes it does it with the remote. Sorry, I need to be muting. When I'm talking to other people that come in here. Why are you asking me that? Do what? I'll let you do it. I don't know how to. I know where it is and all that. You're familiar with it. Let's see.
For now. It's showing the current balances.